Good evening. It's January 13th, 2025, and it's Hailey's 20th birthday today, and that's Mr. John J. Jeckovich's great granddaughter.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Hailey.
Yeah.
Wow. So you're looking well. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good.
You're looking chipper.
Huh?
You're looking chipper. I see a lot of energy today. You did a lot of different things. So you're feeling pretty good then, huh?
Yeah.
Mr. Jeckovich is a World War II veteran, and he's knocking on the door of 100 years old, right? You're knocking on that door. Mr. Jeckovich was from Company H, the 2nd Battalion of the 291st Regiment of the 75th Infantry Division of the U.S. Army during World War II. He lives by the motto, Mr. Jeckovich lives by the motto, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, and today is a gift. So, I'll start reading. I believe we're on chapter 25, the store opening and closing.
Oh, geez, you're going to start that. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a long chapter. You know how to write. How many pages is this book?
849.
Well, hell, I'm on page 793. That second book you're writing, you better move it along because I'm going to run out of pages here soon.
Yeah.
Before I open up the laptop to read your chapter on store opening and closing, what's your dog tag number?
420965.
Great. So I'm opening it up now. The store opening and closing is Mr. Jeckovich's laundromat that he opened up over 60 years ago in Niagara Falls, New York on 2nd and 3rd, right?
Yeah.
2nd and 3rd. Did you want to give us a little bit of background before I start reading?
Go ahead and start reading it.
Do you want to read a little today?
No.
No, okay. All right, okay. All right, here we go. Page 793, store opening and closing. The store was open for 24 hours, mostly unattended, except for brief inspections by Delphine or me, or when I would be there working on some equipment and cleaning it up. Was there a lot of equipment you had to work on?
Well, that was an old furniture store before.
I mean, how about your washers and dryers? Was that a lot of work?
Oh, yeah.
So you know how to do it yourself?
Well, I had to clean the cups every day.
Okay.
And then,
how about fixing the motors?
I fixed that pretty good, yeah. I probably replaced 3 or 4 motors a week.
Besides Delphine, did you have any other people that worked there?
Well, I had Clyde, but he didn't work out.
That's Clyde Kuntz.
Yeah, he didn't work out.
What happened to him?
I paid him $25 and he went to Canada.
Does anyone know of his whereabouts?
Huh?
Does anyone know of Clyde Kuntz?
He probably lived in Canada.
So he went to why did he go to Canada?
He's got a girlfriend over there, a family over. I think he's got family over there.
And so I thought he was from Pennsylvania, though.
Huh?
I thought he was from
I thought so too.
But every time you turned around, he was in Canada. And he had a different excuse why he couldn't work that day, right?
Yeah.
Clyde Kuntz. How'd you meet Clyde Kuntz?
At Clark.
What'd he do there?
Cut cores for paper.
Is that a hard job?
Oh yeah, they got to measure cores up and cut them over. They're metal cores.
Is that physically very demanding?
Well, I think some of those cores can be heavy, yeah.
Wow. That is so interesting. Wow, Clyde Kuntz. Did you have anyone else working there?
Where?
At the laundromat?
No.
No. The ceiling lights would be on continuously. It was a hassle to replace the tubes or transformers with a 10-foot ladder. By all appearances and observations, we are ready to have our grand opening, and we look forward to it with anticipation and feverish dismay.
Saturday morning.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Was it snowing?
Yeah, it was November, yeah.
Let's see. I was working days and planned on going down. Instead, I decided to do the work with the son on a project. I could hear Mother and Delphine talking about Sally and how she had grown this past summer and how much prettier she had become. They were having tea and some of Mother's delicious donuts she had just made.
Oh, yeah.
So your mother made donuts.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone in the last 20 years making their own donuts.
Donuts and rolls, too.
Wow, I think that's something. We could smell their tantalizing aroma in the basement and plan on having several in a short while. I discovered that I had some natural inclination for woodworking and rather enjoyed making projects and working with wood. So you found out early in your life you loved working with wood.
Yeah, yeah.
And you worked with wood right up into your 90s.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Mother had helped me purchase a 10-inch table saw several years ago.
Sears and Roebucks.
Huh?
Sears and Roebucks.
Sears and Roebucks. Mother had helped me purchase a 10-inch table saw several years ago. It was the first real piece of woodworking equipment I had acquired to reinforce my interest and pleasure in creating something of wood. Through the years, I had built sturdy workbenches, a cabinet, set of drawers to hold the tools and paraphernalia I would acquire over the years. So let me ask you, where's that table saw today?
Who knows? Who knows?
I thought you still had it at your house.
It should have been. It should be in the shed, but
Nothing's been opened there.
Huh?
Nothing's been opened. It's in the shed then.
Well, I don't
It's
know.
very heavy. How much did a table saw cost back then?
$123.
Why'd your mother buy it for you? Your birthday or something?
Yeah, birthday. Yeah.
Oh, so you have it 80 years ago. Wow. Okay, I'm just picking up on something. Shed was to come to the store one evening to meet DeLuca regarding another legal matter DeLuca was concerned about. It was prior to the opening day and had to do with an increase in rent or subsidized DeLuca claimed what was due him. So DeLuca came in with a different idea every week why you owed him more money.
Yeah, yeah.
It was not.
Not a jack that ran up and everything.
It was non-ending there. Yeah. Let's see. Also meeting there was a representative from Duplex along with Bennett to review the entire project and make any last-minute suggestions.
That guy never showed up.
He never showed up.
No.
Ah, you got a damn good memory. Before opening. It seemed DeLuca was impressed with what we had did with the store from what it was prior to our renting it now. So the store was basically a rough shell,
Yeah.
abandoned for 20 years, and you put it into shape of a first-class, clean laundromat.
Yeah.
Okay. He should have been very impressed. DeLuca was impressed with what we did with the store from what it was prior to us renting it and now. For some strange reason, he wanted more rent because of the improvements we made. So you made the store look good on your dime, and he wanted to charge you more rent for what you did.
No, he's quiet about the reinforcements in the basement we put out for the pad we put up. Cement pad. We had to reinforce the floor.
So he put up 3 lousy steel pillars in the basement, and he wanted more rent to reinforce the floor.
Yeah.
That should have
We
been.
should have put a restaurant in there.
That should have been his job anyways. I was heartened by the fact that the people from New York would finally realize that I was putting up with the least sympathize my cause and predicament I found myself in. Bennett would always smile, and he kept relating how it was his visionary awareness that made all this possible.
That asshole, yeah.
And a small increase in rent was an insignificant matter compared to what the store would ultimately produce. I resented his implication and voiced my objection to the rent increases Shed did on my behalf. From New York only listened, but with no side and left with Bennett right in the middle.
20 minutes.
Left for Bennett right in the, what do you mean?
Let's see. New York, the corporate, only listened but took no side and left Bennett right in the middle of the discussion.
Yeah, that super salesman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We finally resolved the issue, we thought, by convincing DeLuca that there was no plausible justification for the rent increase. We were to learn otherwise, for shortly thereafter, DeLuca summoned me to court once again on the very same contention. An adjuster resolved in our favor, causing us once again to pay attorney's fees and aggravation of going through litigation. On a cool, crisp Saturday morning, several days before my 35th birthday, we had our grand opening. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. There was a hint of frost in the air as Delphine drove me to the store and locked the front door prior to 8 a.m. Opening, I felt uncomfortable in a suit and tie and would have preferred something less formal. I was nervous and excited at the same time, trying to anticipate how our first day would go and attempting to put aside all the misgivings regarding the functioning of the equipment. Delphine wanted to stay with me, but instead she elected to stay with the children, as Mother and Sally wanted to go shopping and they did not know when they'd be back. I told Delphine to come down later with the children to see how things were going, and she could leave at any time after that. I did not know what to expect as far as the amount of people we would have come into the store, but my instincts told me that a free wash would attract reasonable. So you had a free wash the first day, right?
Yeah, yeah.
A free wash would attract a reasonable amount during most of the day. I regretted that we had no way of keeping record on the most amount of washes we had that day. Instead, we relied on our estimate, which was not too accurate. There were several bouquets of flowers standing in the front of the store near the phone booth. One from DeLuca, wishing well and much success. Another from Duplex of New York, wishing success, was signed by Bennett and Shinnis.
Yeah.
And there was a smaller one of Delphine and the children, which I liked the best. Suddenly I gazed upon the small bouquet. Somewhat I felt I was forsaking them for something else. It had gone rather well the first day, but I anticipated there were no real breakdowns, only people over soaping as they were accustomed
no hot
to soap water. Yeah, they're always over soaping, right?
Yeah, no hot water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the idea of people coming up to me and asking my advice on small matters relating to their wash. At that time, I probably did not know much, but I quickly learned and was eager to share my knowledge with them. It was like nothing else I've ever experienced at work. The time would just scurry by, and I would lose all concept of time. I was so energized with the task at hand, I started to realize how much I relished what was becoming a new and enlightening phenomenon for me. So you really did enjoy working at the store.
Yeah.
You really did like it, yeah. I never perceived anything I did at the store as a drudge or wearisome obligation, but saw everything as a new revelation and discovery of a part of me which was surfacing rapidly.
15.
The concept of the store surely opening up many new avenues for Delphine and me. We began to think along the percepts we would never imagined before and were driven into directions we never contemplated. Delphine, in her personality, was beginning to the test on many occasions. In the store, varied with customers, she handled them all graciously and sincerely. How she juggled family, mother, and the duties at the store was a lesson in patience and diplomacy. She did all the things magnificently with each passing year, and she developed into a keen edge of efficiency and reliability. She never faltered in her desire to achieve the best for us and the store. In her aspiration and disposition, she attained new heights for much fuller and more regarding life. So the store had lots of benefits then.
Yeah.
Lots of benefits.
Let me talk about something else though. I got a problem with when I go to bed.
Wait 1 second.
All right, hang on 1 second.
1 second. I'm going to shut this recording off. Hold on.
Hang on. All right, I'll pick it up tomorrow.
Take it up to my